The first pop ride to ever release was the Batmobile back in 2013. Sadly, I do not have that one in my collection, but I do have a bunch of others that have released since then. And I've decided to show you some of my favorites today, so buckle up. The first one that we're gonna be starting with here is from Toy Story, and this is actually Buzz Lightyear in the pizza truck. I am such a big fan of this one, and I remember when it released for New York Comic Con, I knew I had to have it. I actually believe I picked it up in person. One thing that I enjoy so much about these guys too is the amount of detail put into them. Like, look at the tiny little Buzz in the window. How perfect is that? Now, the one thing that does kind of bug me about pop rides is that they don't roll. I wish the wheels worked. Like, take a look. It just kind of slides across the table. Now, digging into this one a little bit more, though, I love the Pizza Planet actual ship on the top. It also looks super dirty like it does in the movie, and then when you flip it around, it has that yo just like it does, and I'm guessing this is probably because it was supposed to be Toyota, but of course, they didn't get the license for it. Now, this is something that I don't think I've ever noticed, but on the bottom, they actually gave the truck a little bit more detail, which is honestly pretty cool on Funko's part. Because who's looking on the bottom? They totally didn't need to do that. Oh, and if you're wondering too, there is no Woody on the inside pressing the brakes. Yeah, it'd probably be a little bit too tough to get him in there. Now, next up, everybody, I am really excited to show you this one. It is Ron, Harry, and Hermione on Gringotts Dragon. And now, before you say anything, yes, this is a pop ride. If you take a look in the corner, it says ride. Anyways, let's actually crack this open and take a look because there is so much going on here. Yeah, this is just one of those figures that I don't take out of the box very often because I'm afraid that I'm gonna break something on it with all of the small little details. And like, take a look at the three of them. How perfect is it? The chain around its neck, the cuts all over it. Like, Funko really went all out when it came to this one here. And as soon as it released, I had to grab it because of course it sold out pretty quickly and has never restocked. Like, I don't see it ever anymore. Even at like Comic-Con. This is not something that you're seeing on a shelf for some reason. Like, it really went into collectors' hands, I guess, and there's nobody selling this thing. Also, something that I just noticed now is that Hermione has the tiny little knife in her hand, and it's really funny that it looks like Ron is almost falling off of the back, and I know he's a little hard to see, but he is over there, and I believe it's the only ever, and I might be wrong about this, so don't quote me on this, but I believe it's one of the only pop rides to actually have 3 characters in it. Usually it's one person driving a vehicle, but for this one here, it's completely different. This also totally reminds me of Epic Universe, which is actually starting to go and do previews now, and if you guys don't know, that's the brand new Universal Park over in Orlando. Something that I'm definitely going to want to visit eventually, and I know they have a giant Harry Potter section, and I know that there is a Gringotts somewhere in the parks. I don't know if it's at Epic Universe, but either way, it's so cool. And now you know what, everybody? Let's keep it on theme with Epic Universe and check out this one here, which is Hiccup and Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon 2. This is such an amazing set, and I am so excited that I'm able to show you this one today because I remember it was tough to find. I'm trying to think of where I would have picked this up. I remember I saw it while I was at San Diego Comic-Con, and I could not bring it home just because of how massive this box is. Ooh, wow. I love it. I also love that he has that, you know, the other, I guess, like, tail wing is kind of what it is, and then Hiccup looks amazing on top where he's kind of like kneeling on Toothless. The only thing that I wish here is that Toothless was smiling, but besides that, I mean, come on, that is such a good pop ride. And before you say it again, yes, it says rides. Like, a ride doesn't just have to be a car, he is riding on top of Toothless. And anyways, this is just so cool. I love that he actually has like the straps all around him, and you can see he's got like the little footholds there as well. It is just, it's so perfect. And I love that they actually included on the backside here, if you can see it. Let me see if you guys can see that there. Hiccup's metal foot. Like, how great is that? Oh, and with the live action movie, I am so glad that I have this already in my collection. Because I have a feeling as soon as they announced that trailer, this one here became pretty hard to find. Alrighty, now let's get into some Star Wars here. And this is actually a Funko Shop exclusive that released, years and years ago. You know what it actually says on the bottom? What is the year on this? 2018, so a long time. And yeah, this is such a fun one. It's an Ewok on a speeder bike. They actually made a couple different speeder bikes. I remember there was an an Ewok, there was a Biker Scout, as well as I believe Luke and Leia, but that one there was kind of like a chase and regular version where they were very similar if you looked at them in the box. I'm pretty sure one of the major differences was like that Leia had like eyelashes on her figure, and then maybe the suits were slightly different colors. And because they're so similar, I figured I would show you this one today because, I mean, look at how great he is. It's just so fun to have an Ewok on a speeder bike. Something else that you may have noticed is that this is a bobblehead, and that's of course because it is a Star Wars figure. All Marvel and Star Wars have to bobble. I talk about this a lot, but it's a licensing thing with Hasbro where they own all of the non-bobble action figures. And anyways, talking about the figure a little bit more, I love the base on this. I also love that it's floating. Do you see the Ewok's feet on the back here? They're legs. They're not long enough. And I love that they made it so accurate to how it looks in the movie. And honestly, when it comes to the rides, they're all really fun, especially how creative they've got with the Star Wars ones and how many different ships as well as animals they're riding on. Like the Sand Trooper and Dewback, as well as Luke on the Tauntaun. So many cool things. Alrighty, now this next one here is actually inside of a protector because it's a really old one of the first actually. If you'll notice on the front, it is number 4 in the Pop Rides line. So it has been around for almost as long as the original Batmobile. If you guys want to check, it was just a year after, and I believe I got this one, yeah, for 30 bucks. So not too shabby. And I guess for today, we're gonna have to take it out of the protector because of course the Ecto one, it can't stay in here forever. Alrighty, let's see what this is looking like. And seriously guys, I am pumped because I haven't taken this out of the box for, probably, I'm gonna say 5 years. Could I be wrong about that? Maybe, but we're gonna go with it for today. And anyways, let's see what these two are looking like. And there's something kind of unique with this ride here. Okay, I'm trying to be careful with the box a little bit. And yeah, there it is. It is just so bulky. And this is how a lot of the original ones looked. And I love it. Like now when Funko does the rides, it's almost like they're making the pops on the actual thing. Like they don't look as popified as they used to. And I think honestly, these bulky cars are some of my favorites, and maybe it's also to cut down on like a bit of vinyl and plastic use, but either way, this thing is so cool. And this is what I want to show you guys because originally it was the only way that you could get Winston for your collection, so they had it that he was removable. He can come out of the car. It's just a regular pop. Oh, and he's also got the Proton Pack in the back. So like, yeah, you guys can see here, it's a little bit dusty because of course it's hard to get down there, but there's like 2 pegs, if I can get it. Is it gonna do it? Well, there you go, you can kind of see it. There's 2 pegs down there and that's where he sticks in. And so yeah, seriously, just an amazing one. I love the Ghostbusters logo on the side, as well as all of the detail on the back. It's crazy. Some of those original ones are my favorites. Like I've said probably a couple times now, and it's definitely not an exception, and that's why I'm showing you this today. Alrighty, now this next one here is I think the largest pop ride ever created. It is Wonder Woman in the Invisible Jet. What do you mean? Sorry, everybody. It's right here. But anyways, let's get into this one here because it is the largest, and of course, we've got to check it out. Ooh, okay. This is exciting because it's another one that I haven't taken out of the box in a while. And again, actually, everybody, very similar to the Winston Zeddemore, this one is also removable. So it's just a classic Wonder Woman. Actually, I'll show you guys. If you want to check her out, it looks pretty nice. And what is crazy about the Invisible Jet is that you'll notice it comes in a couple pieces because it's larger than that big box. Like here is the base, and then we have 2 wings that I've got to see. Ooh, kind of loud, but I can pop them out. Alrighty, everybody, let me put this thing together. Okay, that one's in. We need this one over here. And then everything just goes onto the base. I don't remember if this is backwards or forwards. I guess we'll find out. But that is looking pretty good. Check it out. This thing is honestly, it's massive. And I think that's why I enjoy this one so much. And they totally could have gone a different route like they did. I don't know if you guys ever saw the Hot Wheels car where it was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive and it was just like an empty box. That was really funny. But for this one here, I love that they give you a real clear jet to display in your collection. It's honestly so fun. And I feel like I should probably put it up somewhere in the office. But the problem is, it is just, like I said, so big. I don't know what I would do with it. Because the box is already big enough as it is. So to have that out and separate, it's too big big things. And you know what? Something else that I really enjoy about this one too is that you get to see the inside workings of kind of like how they put this together. Because of course they probably tried to do as little as possible when it came to like screws and stuff, but there is definitely still a few in here, and it's neat to see how it kind of works. Oh, and you know what, everybody? I think I had the base backwards. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. And anyways, everybody, this is so sick. Look at how cool it is swooping in. And well, anyways, everybody, there we go. That is all of the rides that I have for you today. And there was a lot of really great ones, but there was also so many more in my collection. So if you want a part 2, let me know. Because honestly, I would love to do one. But seriously, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.